Officer Carter begins his day in Brookdale with his usual patrol early in the morning. He drives through the town and checks on each block. As he nears a local shop, he recalls a recent report of a theft at a branch of City Guard security. A small bag had been taken, and the report described a man with simple clothes and unremarkable features. Officer Carter's duty calls him to act quickly. As he passes a quiet street, he sees a man leaving a building near the shop. The man is known in the neighborhood as Mr. Harris, a helpful resident who often lends a hand to those in need. However, in that moment, the sight of Mr. Harris triggers a thought in Officer Carter's mind. The man's appearance and actions, though ordinary, seem to match the details from the report. Without hesitation, the officer stops his patrol car and walks toward Mr. Harris. He stands beside him and checks his identification. Mr. Harris, taken by surprise, offers brief answers when questioned. The officer's mind focuses on the report, and he does not take time to listen to a full explanation. In a matter of minutes, Officer Carter detains Mr. Harris and guides him to a nearby holding area. A small group of residents watches from a distance. They know Mr. Harris as a kind and steady figure in the community, and their faces show worry and disbelief. The news of the incident spreads quickly along the street. At the same time, a representative from City Guard security calls the police station to confirm details about the theft. The call adds urgency to the situation. In the holding area, Mr. Harris stands silently. His simple words do not clear the confusion that has taken hold. The room fills with a quiet tension as Officer Carter reviews his notes and listens to further reports on the case. Every action is measured by the weight of duty and the speed of the unfolding events. The mistake is set in motion, and the stage is ready for answers as the day continues. The day moves on, and events gain force. News of the detention spreads in Brookdale. Neighbours watch outside the holding area. Miss Eleanor, known for her care, appears among the crowd. Many have seen Mr. Harris help others in need. The sight of him behind bars brings shock and doubt. Officer Carter stands near the entrance, holding his notes and watching the scene. His duty remains even as questions grow. A call from another officer arrives. The caller reports that another man was seen near the shop. This man had a different look and moved with haste. The new information makes Officer Carter question his decision. Inside the holding area, Mr. Harris stays quiet and still, his eyes showing calm as he waits. The crowd murmurs with worry and confusion. Each person recalls times when Mr. Harris helped during hard days. A report from City Guard security comes with updated details. The description now differs from what was seen in Mr. Harris. Doubt enters Officer Carter's thoughts. He checks his records and listens to the latest call. He reviews every fact with care. Outside, neighbours demand fairness. Their trust in Mr. Harris is strong. The police team works quickly to check records and gather reports. The station sends another message to the patrol unit. The team now looks for a man with a hurried step and a loose bag. The weight of the decision presses on Officer Carter. He realizes that the initial report may not match the true events. As more evidence comes in, the mistake grows clear. The friendly neighbor, a pillar of the community, stands wrongly detained. The situation now requires a search for truth. Every new detail guides the officers to reconsider the case in Brookdale. The call for justice grows louder by the minute. The events of the day push everyone to look deeper at facts and choices. The tension fades as truth begins to emerge, urging steps to fix the error. Officer Carter stands in deep regret as he admits his error and vows to set things right immediately. Without delay, the investigation moves fast as new facts come in. A careful review of the calls and records shows that Mr. Harris was not the thief. An officer finds video footage from a shop camera that reveals another man near the scene. This man wears different clothes and moves in a suspicious way. The footage clearly shows that Mr. Harris was far from the theft. As the evidence builds, Officer Carter rechecks his notes. The updated report from City Guard security confirms the truth. New details emerge as the police team works together to locate the real suspect. They follow the clues from the video and the calls from patrol officers. The suspect is found in a small building on the edge of Brookdale. After a brief search, the man is arrested and taken into custody. News of the mistake spreads quickly through the town. The community feels relief as Mr. Harris is released from the holding area. Neighbours gather to support him and show their trust in his good nature. Officer Carter meets Mr. Harris outside the station and reviews the new evidence. He feels regret for his earlier actions and admits his mistake. The officer makes a public statement and promises to check details more carefully in the future. The real thief now faces charges and is processed by the justice system. The case teaches a lesson about the need for careful work and honest review. City Guard Security thanks the police for correcting the error and vows to improve their reports. The investigation ends with clear proof and a promise of fairness. The mistake is corrected with swift action by the team and support from the community. In the end, justice is served, and trust in the police is restored. The day ends with a message that truth matters and errors must be fixed quickly. Every step taken during the day leads to a better understanding of right and wrong. The events remind all in Brookdale that careful work protects the innocent and that the community stands together for justice. Everyone learns to value pure truth every single day. Thank you for watching. Don't hesitate to like the video and share it with your friends too. Subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell for more fascinating stories. Have a nice day.